Blam!
Death cakes.
Welcome to another episode of Movie Morons. I'm your host Jackson, and this is my awesome co-host Holden.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All right, folks. As usual, we got some pretty crazy movie pitches for you today, and today we're tackling a classic, Jaws.
Jaws.
That's right. Haven't seen a Jaws movie since Jaws 3D. So it's not a whole lot worse that we can really do, right?
No, I mean, I think people aren't expecting much.
Not expecting much from Jaws. So hopefully you guys don't kill us for ruining Jaws because they've already ruined it anyway. So.
Well, we've also ruined a whole bunch of other movies as well. So
It's true. We start off with our hero in this movie, who will be played by Chris Hemsworth.
Thor,
Yep. His name is Steve Tibbs.
Steve Tibbs.
Steve Tibbs.
Do they call him Mr. Tibbs?
No, they call him Tibbs. Just Tibbs. No Mr. Tibbs.
call
He's
me.
Steve Tibbs, and he's an Australian lifeguard. So he's used to seeing some crazy stuff. Australian
Oh yeah,
lifeguard.
in Australia.
You know, everything is meaner, tougher. He's like the crocodile hunter on steroids or whatever, but super handsome.
So he's fighting
Chris
sharks.
Hemsworth. Yeah, he's fighting sharks. Like, you start out the first scene where he's introduced or whatever. You see, like, these people at the beach. They're all running out of the water here because there's a shark fin.
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
very reminiscent of that scene from Jaws where, like, you see the lady swimming in the water and stuff like that, and you're thinking, like, oh, this is just like Jaws. But instead, Chris Hemsworth jumps on.
Yeah, exactly. You see all those people leaving, and then you see Chris Hemsworth running towards the water. He jumps in, he grabs the shark, he pulls out his Bowie knife, and he cuts that thing's head off. And he comes out of the ocean with the shark's head, on his thing
like
here.
a prize.
Yeah, like a prize. And he goes back to maybe his apartment there, and he's got just like 15 shark heads, on his wall here.
So he's good. He's obviously good
He's
at killing
obviously
sharks.
good at killing
so
sharks.
easy. It's just so easy for him that he's
Exactly.
just like, let's just go ahead and let me just go ahead and kill this shark real quick.
Exactly. He's the shark whisperer, and he whispers
The
your
shark
dead.
killer.
So yeah, he's clearly like, I got another one here for them all. But he finds out that he's being transferred from his Australian beach to American beach, to Amity Island. He goes and sees his boss, and he's like, sorry, we're transferring you over to America. And
What is something from New Zealand? It's more of a New Zealand accent.
oh, maybe that's what it would be. It'd be
Reese Darby.
Reese Darby. Reese Darby from What We Do in the Shadows would be his boss. And he's like, we're transferring to America. Chris Hemsworth is like, this is bullshit. You're just transferring me because, I get all the chicks and stuff. And he's like, I get plenty of chicks too.
I get chicks myself, Some of them maybe not as hot as you, but, I get my fair share.
He's like, you don't get chicks like me. What Chris Hemsworth said. So he's kind of pissed off here, but he goes to America, goes to Amity Island, the site of the original Jaws movies. But he gets there.
First one, at least.
At least the first one.
Do it like Jurassic World, where you kind of just really just talk about the first one.
Yeah, we don't really think about the other ones too much.
We never say they didn't happen, but again, we kind of really just say the first
I
one.
don't know. We'll probably say that didn't happen. At least Jaws 3D. So he gets there though. Amity Island. I mean, there's no sharks for him to kill really or anything like that. There's really no danger. Nobody really to save. He gets there. The beach is all just messy. Garbage everywhere. There's people all drunk walking around. Their head lifeguard is played by Hannibal Buress.
Comedian Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal Buress is he's the only lifeguard there. And he's just like, everything's been so cool for the last 20 years. They only needed one lifeguard.
Yeah, just like, things have been real slow.
So Hannibal Buress kind of shows him the ropes, kind of Training Day style, and he's just like, all we do is just kind of sit in here and play cards till
Until we gotta leave.
Yeah, till we gotta leave, and now we can play 2-player games because I've been playing solitaire this whole time.
So obviously you're kind of going for more like a 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, this is more of a
funny vibe.
Yeah, it's like Jaws, but 21 Jump Street. Okay. And it's actually going to be a little bit more kind of a buddy cop type vibe here with Chris Hemsworth and Hannibal Buress, to where, kind of get there. Chris Hemsworth is like no nonsense, manly man, and Hannibal Buress is all nonsense. So yeah, they don't get along at first. Chris Hemsworth is trying to make Hannibal do stuff, and Hannibal's like, we don't need to do anything. Nothing ever happens if people get drunk every once in a while, and that's it. And you got to take them home. That's that's all. And but that eventually changes. Mm-hmm. They get to know each other a little bit more. Maybe bond over a couple. You have some funny scenes and stuff, or they bond over some stuff, and then eventually, it's a Jaws movie. So sharks got to start coming somewhere. The beach gets bombarded with like 20 sharks all at once.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, you just see like fins out there.
Yeah, like, maybe there's a scene where like some people are out there and they're like, oh, it's a fin way out there. And then like they just see like another one. And they're like, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And then just eventually like the camera pans out. And you see like 20 fins.
There's like 20 fins out there. Hannibal Buress grabs a harpoon gun. Chris Hemsworth grabs his trusty Bowie knife.
Yeah, Hannibal Buress is like, we have these harpoon guns. You need one? And he's like, I got my Bowie knife.
I got my Bowie knife. And he jumps into the ocean here, but there's still too many sharks just for him. So he drives off some of them here and saves some lives, and Hannibal Buress helps them with the harpoon gun and stuff. But there's just people out there getting torn apart. It's awful.
Yeah, bloodbath.
Bloodbath. Blood in the water. Sharks are coming here. And something that even gives Chris Hemsworth pause, a 50-foot shark or something like that. A really big shark.
Well, in the original Jaws...
He was like 25
Yeah, he was
footer?
a 25-footer.
Yeah, so this is like an even bigger shark.
Yeah, so you'd imagine double 50-foot.
Like 50-foot shark comes, and like Chris Hemsworth is like, that is insane. Like that gives me pause. And like,
yeah, it's like I've killed
dozens
10-footers. Just like I can kill 10-footers in my sleep.
Yeah,
20-footer. 20-footers.
Yeah, a little bit of a challenge, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
down.
I can take it.
50-foot. I've never even heard of a 50-foot shark. This is because of a whale.
Yeah, as big as a whale, yeah.
Exactly. So Chris Hemsworth, they retreat. They're like, there's nothing we can do. The sharks own this part of the beach now. We have to come up with a plan. So him and Hannibal, they come up with a plan. They find them a boat and try and get out there and try and trick it to come out there, like in the original.
Yeah, they chum in the waters and stuff.
They chum in the waters here, trying to figure out what they can do. Eventually, in their boat, they happen upon an undersea sea lab. So they dive down into the sea lab here. They go in, and it's fine in there. It's not destroyed. And however, there's maybe a bunch of dead scientists or something, half-eaten. Sorry.
Half-eaten.
Yeah, half-eaten by sharks.
Half-eaten scientists.
Like yeah, exactly. And they're all like around like a pool or something, so it's like not like sharks were in there.
Yeah, that's because I was thinking you were about to go like shark people.
Not shark people. More like they all died, kind of like Samuel L. Jackson from.
Yeah, they were just like, oh my gosh, and then like
they're standing
one guy
by a
gets
pool,
eaten.
and a shark came and bit his.
And then the next guy came up and was like, oh my gosh, is he okay? And he got bit.
Exactly.
And it just kept happening.
Yeah, something like that's going on. So they're just like, this place is really messed up. They've discovered that in this sea lab here, they've been doing genetic experiments on sharks. And that's how they created a 50-foot, crazy shark like that. And, how they created like, explanation for why, like, all of a sudden there's like 20 sharks.
Yeah, because they all got released or whatever.
Excuse me. They find like a scientist or something like that maybe comes in and explains some of this better.
Who would play him?
Like Louis Gossett Jr.
From Jaws 3D?
Jaws 3D. I didn't see Jaws 3D, so I don't know whether he survived or not, but he'll be in it either way.
Either way. I don't care about continuity. I just want to see Louis Gossett Jr.
I don't
back
feel
on
about
screen.
continuity. Louis Gossett Jr. should be in like a Jaws movie.
Yeah, I just want to see him back in movies.
Yeah, exactly. So he comes in, he explains some stuff, maybe, and then he gets killed. Like
Samuel Jackson stuff.
Samuel Jackson
Where he's like,
stuff.
we need to take care of these sharks. And then they get eaten. They're like, whoa!
Yeah. And maybe that's where they come to the realization that that's what happened to all these other scientists. They kept walking around this pool.
Oh.
But he gets killed. He gets eaten by the 50-foot shark. It comes in, grabs him, takes him down. And they're like, oh, crap, we got to get out of here because the 50-foot shark is, stalking them from around this place. How are we going to get back to the boat?
He knows that we're here.
So, just like in Jaws 3D here, there's a big glass window. The 50-foot shark here smashes through it. It's rushing with water. Chris Hemsworth decides to do the heroic thing, and he sacrifices himself so Hannibal Buress can get back to the boat. So Hannibal Buress is running. He gets back to the, swims back and gets back on the boat here. And he's like, no, my friend who I hated at first, Chris Hemsworth is dead. He was eaten by a shark, a 50-foot shark. Hannibal looks down and starts seeing the shark is circling his boat or whatever. And he's like, I'm not going to be able to make it out of here alive. So he maybe busts some bottles here, tapes it to his fist and stuff.
The gray.
He goes the gray style like Liam Neeson, and he's like, if I'm going out fighting. And then the shark comes out of the water or something like that to grab him here. And you think it's going to be like that last shot from the gray, but then right out of the shark's neck, Chrissy comes slicing out, effectively killing the shark.
Yeah.
He comes slicing out of the shark's neck, lands on the boat, and he's like, crikey.
He's like, crikey, that's a huge one, wasn't it?
Yeah. And maybe he's got the shark's heart or something. He's like, here's one for me wall.
I've got another trophy.
I got another trophy for me wall. So Hannibal is glad that his friend's not dead. They go back to the thing. They're like, 50-foot shark's dead. We know the explanation why there's all these sharks here. Now, without the 50-foot shark, we can take down the 20 other sharks pretty easily.
Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth and Hannibal Buress.
Are they gonna just at the end? It's just gonna be a sequence of them killing a whole bunch of sharks,
exactly.
Or is it gonna be now that there's all these sharks, we have
something to do.
Yeah, we have something to do now.
It's kind of going to be more it'll end with them going back to the beach. Maybe there's some boss there or something that they can explain this to, this is what happened. But now that the 50-foot shark's gone, all these other sharks could be pretty easy taken. And the boss was like, all right, let's go ahead and do it then. And then the credit sequence is just a bunch of pictures of them killing sharks and stuff.
Yeah, 22 Jump.
Exactly. So yeah, that's where we'd go with it. I don't know who'd play the boss. Probably Jason Sudeikis again.
You could get somebody older. You could get
maybe one of the dudes from the original Jaws.
Yeah, Dick
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
Dick Dreyfuss.
And you don't care if he lived or died. It does. We just want to see him in movies.
We just want to see him again. Yeah, so there you go. There's Jaws 4.
Jaws 5? No, Jaws 6.
Jaws 6?
Where's the Jaws 4? It's a Jaws, whatever.
Yeah, this is Jaws. I suppose we could just go Jaws. Jaws forever.
This is weird, ain't it?
Jaws forever.
Jaws forever. Jaws and Robin. Jaws returns.
Jaws reloaded.
Yeah, Jaws reloaded. Jaws returns. Jaws forever.
Yeah, it's one of those movies.
Jaws forever would be good because then that's kind of this is the
Jaws
legacy
forever.
movie.
Yeah, because you have Hannibal Buress Jaws forever.
I actually do like that pitch. I really do. I wish they'd make that movie. I know, Spielberg's, we probably have to do a serious one, but I'd love to see them do a funny one.
It's I said, it's already been pretty ruined.
Get those guys. Those guys, I guess, are kind of the.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had down as the director was Phil Lord.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Nah, just Phil Lord.
Just
one of them.
You wouldn't get both of them, just one of them.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that was our pitch for Jaws Forever. So let us know what you think in the comments below. If you liked it, awesome. If you didn't, let us know anyways. And make sure you subscribe. And that was Movie Morons.
Have a good day.
But yeah, it was pretty dope, right? I don't think we've had a synthetic artificial intelligence story as compelling as this since Data on Next Generation.